If you think about a world where we're actually getting fewer errors in surgery, and if your primary value proposition is about the fact that you're going to have less complication or have more customized, better treatment, then the timescales to kind of realizing and improving those clinical benefits can be quite large, and the amount of data you'd have to gather even to create a system to do that can be quite large. Not to mention, if you were thinking about things like automation, then I think human adoption even becomes difficult. People get very uncomfortable with that, and regulation. So I think the really interesting thing to make this happen is about coming up with an understanding of this North Star vision for where you're going and what might be in the future, but thinking about what the roadmap really might be to get there in a way that accomplishes the needs of both the businesses need to have profitable products today, the ability for humans to be comfortable with the level of adoption required, like the level of belief required to adopt, and even somewhat maybe the regulatory constraints, which will always be very dynamic. So I think that the stepping stones, for example, could look something like initially gathering information that you can provide to a user that might help them evaluate their own performance or see variability in what they're doing and train themselves, right, with that information. Potentially, otherwise providing that information to a team to help a team look at variability across people and help define best practices themselves. Along the way, you could imagine a system that's able to gather information from that and learn to better be able to help guide it along the way. And as you go to start going from collecting data and providing information to collecting data and providing guidance or pointing things out, helping to flag when there might be a risk that otherwise wouldn't be noticed. And again, the ability of the system to start to provide those insights and be correct over time is what also drives humans' comfort with adopting its suggestions in the future or even its actions in the future.